Hello guys. I know that I said I would play another league with Death and Taxes, but Vintage Cube just came online, and I sure as hell love me some Vintage Cube. And look at this. We opened two pieces of power in the first pack. So I'm definitely going to take one of these. I'm not sure if I want to take the Jet or the Ruby. I guess we can look at the rest of the pack. So the Jet is probably best if we want to try and go like Storm, which I'm not a huge fan of just because I'm not actually a great Storm pilot. However, for Storm we have High Tide. Um, I guess we could play like a dual caster mage and stuff like that. However, we do have this Ruby, and I think that there's probably a higher chance that we're going to play red spells, just because we have like red planeswalkers and stuff. I'm not sure about this pick, but I'm definitely going to just go for this Ruby here. I mean, we can always hope that, oh my goodness, and we're just given another piece of power straight away. So there's also Snapcaster Mage. There's a Nicol Bolas. There's Basalt Monolith. There's a lot of great cards here. Oh, this is tough. I don't think we can say no to just grabbing another piece of power here. I mean, this is Vintage Cube. We just have to like go for it, I guess. So what do we have here? Dig Through Time is awesome. Not so good with these Moxen. Griselbrand is of course amazing if we can like reanimate it in some way. So maybe that is something we want to try and do. There's a Rite of Flame. It's not really that great unless we have other Rite of Flames though. Toxic Deluge is good if we want to play like a controlling strategy. I think I just want to take the card with the most upside, and that's definitely the Griselbrand. And then just like see where that takes us. Maybe we won't play, maybe we will. Here we have a Breeding Pool, which is fine. There's a Mere Battlesphere, which is awesome. Here's a Sneak Attack to go with our Griselbrand. So there's an Exhume to go with our Griselbrand. I quite like the idea of playing like a Sneak Attack on turn 2. Sneak Attack does have a lot of upside. We would have to like get a lot of like high quality creatures to go with it. But so far we have one. We have the Griselbrand, which is probably one of the best things you can do with the Sneak Attack, except for like an Emrakul. So what over here we have an Underground Sea, which I'm a big fan of. So Underground Sea would go well with what we have already. So with this Signet, this Woodfall Primus could be sweet because it has Persist. Maybe this will wheel. It's a 1 Power Stone. Not exactly what we're trying to do, I think. I like taking Fixing early on. The Signet is good. We already have 2 Mana Rocks. This is like a little bit slow. Yeah, let's just go for this Underground Sea. So Wildfire. Wildfire could be sweet as well now that we have the two Moxen. Yeah, I like just keeping my options open here. So Verdurous Gearhulk. It's not exactly what we're trying to do. Sphinx's Rev could be sweet. Could take this Makeshift Mannequin to sort of like go with the Griselbrand strategy. Took Deathrite Shaman. We don't have any fetch lands. Yeah, let's take this Mannequin. I'm not entirely sure yet exactly what our game plan is, but we have a few options that we can play around with. Here's a Dragonlord Dromoka, which is a good reanimation target. There's a Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, I think this Dromoka is just the best card we can get here. Are we a Godfarer's Gift deck? Sure, let's take it. So what do we have here? We have a bargain. We have a nickel bolas. We're sort of like almost doing it with a nickel bolas. Bargain would be sweet if we went like the storm route, but I don't think that's what we're doing now. Yeah, this so far this has been a bit of a mess here, but this charm seems fine. Ravages of War. Some more fixing here. I think we are sort of like locked into red at this point. Guess we could take this Senegus. I'm not that convinced we're going to play it, but we sort of like need to get a bit more of a so we already have the Underground Sea. We don't have any fetch lands to go with it. There's a volcanic here. There's also an Ugin. But then we need to try and pick up a lot of signets and stuff to get this. So far, like this whole like Planeswalker thing is not really that incredible. So Dreddy here is a way of getting stuff into our graveyards. Let's just take the most powerful thing out of the pack, and then we can see what we're going to get the next couple of. There's a Moat. There's an Edric. There's a Gaia's Cradle. That's not exactly what we're doing. Heartbeat of Spring. I like taking this remand here. So what do we have here? It's another sort of like doubling effect here, but it doubles our opponents. There's a Corpse Dance, transfer creature card. Transfer creature card. If you go over to the battlefield, that creature gains haste into the turn. Exile at the beginning of your next end step. We don't really have that much going on, but I guess it is a reanimation spell. So maybe we just need to try and take this. This draft has been a bit of a mess here. Ancient Grudge could be pretty alright. Frost Titan could be good, just as like a big thing. What do we have? No, let's just try and take this. That's a Dragonlord Attacker. That's a nice card for our sneak attack and the Corpse Dance. There's a Brain Freeze. Yeah, let's just take this Dragonlord. Eureka. No, we're not quite that deck, I think. Could just take a Water Grave here. Crucible, we don't have anything to go with this Crucible. We're not a great Metalworker deck. There's a lot of mana elves just being passed around here. I'm surprised no one is taking them. I guess no one is just... It's a Strip Mine. Strip Mine could be really good. We really want something to... Maybe we should just take this Living Death. Try and find a way to actually get our creatures. I mean, we have the sneak attack that can get like our creatures in there. That's a Chandra. That's an Unburial Rites. We don't have any good ways of actually getting creatures into our graveyard. So maybe we need to take like this Una's Prowler. This is just like a good payoff for our Moxen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's a chance that either the Prowler or the Unburial Rites will come back. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this Unburial Rites actually. There's a Grim Lavamancer. There's a Young Pyromancer. We don't currently have that many instant sorcery spells. This seems like it's really bad with the, if we're going to try and get some reanimation stuff going. Could just take this Tidehollow Scholar. I'm going to take this Pyromancer. I think we need to put this back into the deck. That's a Daretti Wield. That's a good way of getting stuff into a graveyard. So is the Faithless Looting. Now the question is, what is more powerful? We don't currently have any 1-mana spells. We actually don't have that many artifacts to do shenanigans with the Daretti. So I think I just want to... Natural Order is such a powerful card, but we don't really have much going with it. Guess we could take this Anchorstone Making. Just sort of like an unconditional removal spell. Yeah, so far this deck is a bit of a mess, but we have a whole other pack to go. Guess we could take this Ancient Grudge. Maybe we should have taken, instead of going like the reanimation route, maybe we should have tried to go more of a just big mana, since we had all these like Planeswalkers and stuff. Take this Overgrown Tomb. Take this Burst Lightning. Take this Garruk. Take this Koth. This Koth is not going to do much. Seems like the mono red deck was also quite open. I think now we're just hoping to get like some nice artifacts and stuff. So here's an Inferno Titan. There's some Marsh Flats as well. Just can find Underground Sea, Watergrave, and Overgrown Tomb, and a white mana for the Dromoka if we need to cast it. We do have some powerful 6. We have a pretty powerful high end already, so I don't think I want to take this Inferno Titan. The Jace Range Prodigy is a way of actually getting stuff into our graveyard. We don't have that many spells to actually flash back, but we do have a few, so I think that this could be a pretty good pickup actually. Here's a Scarab God, and the Scarab God is sort of like also reanimation spell. However, we also have a Scalding Tarn. The Scalding Tarn seems very important because it actually fixes our red. And we don't have that much red fixing. We have a lot of black fixing. Wheel of Fortune seems... I don't know, maybe this Scarab God will wheel. So here's a Buried Alive. I think we need to take this. What are we passing? Blood Crypt. Yeah, I think that's basically what we're passing here. We've made a very weird deck here, but here's a Liliana. That is also a way of getting stuff into a graveyard. It's a Verdilian Click as well. Double blue though, it's just going to be a bit rough on us. Yeah, let's try and take this Liliana here. It's also Nahiri though. Yeah, let's take this Liliana. Enchanted Flamecaller. Discard all the cards in your hand, draw them any cards. There's a Treasure Cruise. There's a Hostage Taker. Hostage Taker seems like a sweet card too, just we can like take their power. We can take like their soul ring and stuff. Yeah, I think that's definitely something we want to try and do. That's a Bloodstained Maya. I think we're... Oh, there's also Signet, but it's like double off color. Actually, this will fix completely our Dragonlord Dromoka, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's take the Signet. So like help with casting Angrist Unmaking, Dragonlord Dromoka, Dragonlord Attacker. Yeah, I think this is actually the correct pickup here. And we do, I think we do want, if we can get like just a few more mana rocks of sorts. We had the option to take so many good mana rocks early on, which could have helped us cast like Ugin and stuff. But I prioritized a little bit differently. I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not, but we'll see. I don't think this deck is quite doing it, but I'm not sure we're going to play this Nicol Bolas. There's a pack. There's also a way of getting stuff into a graveyard, and it's just a great bomb. Can be so difficult to deal with for our opponent. We have an Avenger, but that's more if you're going to go like land ramp, Lotus Copper as well. Grim Tutor. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand. Is that something we want to do? Like a bad Demonic Tutor? Maybe a bad Demonic Tutor is still just a good Demonic Tutor. There's a Ludo core. I'm definitely taking that. We don't have that many targets for this sneak attack, actually. The Inferno Titan Wield. I think we want to take this Inferno Titan now. What does this do? Jesus. No, we definitely just want an Inferno Titan at this point. I'm still up for playing this Wildfire though. I mean, we have quite a lot of Planeswalkers and stuff. With the Jace, we have the Chandra, we have the Liliana, we have all these big guys up here. Recurring Nightmare. Sacrifice a creature. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We don't have that many creatures to actually play around with. I guess we have like the Luda, we have like... I guess we could like sneak something in and then recur it. I don't know if that's any good, but... Wow, look at this. The green deck was just completely open. That's insane. I like this Abrade. Might like it more than this Izzet Charm, but this Izzet Charm is just a way for us to get cards into a graveyard as well. We might be off this Nicol Bolas. It's just so good, isn't it? We're not really a ramp deck though. We might want to cut these two high-end Planeswalkers though. The Chandra is good because it acts as ramp as well as, so we can sort of like play this in turn 4 or turn 3 if we have Moxen out, and then we can like directly ramp into an Inferno Titan or Wildfire, which seems pretty sick. There's a Temple Garden. I can take that. Just helps us cast some of our things here. It's not a bad pickup. So what are we looking at with removal? We have a Burst Lightning, we have an Abrade, we have an Izzet Charm, we have an Angrist Unmaking, we have Wildfire. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on this actually. Chandra Flamecaller. Seems pretty good. Are we actually in this this sneak attack here? I guess it's a way of getting creatures into our graveyard as well. It's like we have an Inferno Titan, Dragonlord Dromoka, Dragonlord Taka, and a Griselbrand. Yeah, maybe that's just good enough. Would have been great with like a big Eldrazi of some sorts. Something with like Annihilator. Like the Ulamog we saw in the first pack. So this one we mill 2 and then we make a zombie. And then we can return stuff directly from our graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, that seems pretty sick. Here's a Pernicious Deed. That could be... That's a very good pickup actually now for our sideboard. And a Phantasmal Image. Yeah, I mean, I like Image. Image is just very good. Let's see what we have to play with here. Maybe we don't need to play all of these burn spells, like the Burst Lightning. Seems like we might not need it. So let's check the lands out for a second. So we definitely need to cut some stuff here. We can cut the Burst Lightning. Maybe cut these too big. So we have a bit of like draw, not that much. We have like an Izzet Charm, Faith of Looting, we have the Jace, we have the Looter, we have Remand. Maybe the Scarthro's Gift is just not getting there. I don't think we want to play that. Then I would rather play just like a big... I like the Ugin better than the Nicol Bolas, I think. Just so we have like some sort of late game things to, more stuff to ramp into. This is definitely not getting there. So what does our colors look like? So we're mostly black, and we have really good black fixing. So for the black, we have the Blackcleave Cliffs, Overgrown Tomb, Scalding Tarn, which can find an Underground Sea or Watery Grave. We have the Pearl and the Ruby. So they tell us that we should add a Plains and a Forest in 3-3-1. So since we have a Temple Garden, we can't find the Temple Garden with a Scalding Tarn. Maybe this is just correct. So 15 lands. Yeah, let's not think too much about it. Let's just jump in there and play some games. I'm not like too impressed with this deck, but it looks like we can still have some fun with it. I think we have some interesting stuff going on. Maybe we can get this to work in some way. Sometimes you just get like the most, like if we had gone straight for the green deck, we could have done some pretty awesome stuff. So what can we actually cast anything here? We have a turn 1 Signet. We're on the draw. We need to get like we need to get a blue mana and a black mana. Yeah, let's just keep this. Let's not play around too much. We have some power on turn 1. We can play 6 on turn 1. Seems pretty good. They have a Sol Ring. That's pretty insane. And a Mana Vault. Jesus Christ. We might just lose this game straight ahead. So let's play this plains actually. No, let's play this mountain still. Play the pearl. Play this. So they have like what? 7 mana on turn 2. What can they do with that mana though? That's the big question. They can definitely do something. Mere Battlesphere? Okay, so we need to find some sort of answer for this as quickly as possible, because otherwise we're just gonna lose. Buried Alive is not that answer, and we would definitely have to find both. I guess we could find an Abrade. So let's give it one more draw step, and then if our opponent like follows it up with something crazy here, then they're just gonna pay for the mana vault. Okay, so that means they're probably not gonna get something insane here. So we still have a chance to sort of like find an Abrade or something. Yeah, turn two Mirror Battlesphere is very difficult to beat. We found a forest. So we basically found all the lands that we didn't want to draw. Maybe that's enough of a reason to take them out. Maybe the forest is just not worth it, and we just want another island. So Ancient Grudge could be good, because they have a lot of they had very good artifacts. The Phantasmal Image, maybe. I don't think we want to play this Wildfire against them, just because if they just have better artifacts than us, then we're just gonna lose on that. Yeah, let's just try like this. So here we have I guess we have a Grim Tutor we can potentially go and find. We can't cast anything. That's the problem. We're pretty close to like a Liliana Death Majesty, but this hand is actually not doing anything. I guess this is better, but not really. So let's just play out this mountain, pass the turn. There's no reason to like play the Mox yet. Maybe our deck is just really bad. Wow. Ha! Lol. How do you beat that? Can you beat that? I don't think you can. Well, that's a way of beating it, I guess. So what do we destroy here? I guess it's better just to destroy the Hedron Archive, just because it actually does the same thing as the Sol Ring at this point. So this Abrade was probably the best thing we could draw at this point. Awakening Zone, okay. Not too scary, but yeah, we're not doing anything over here, so we need to draw like a sneak attack. If we draw a sneak attack, then we're kind of like back in the game. Do you want to pay for your mana vault? Yeah, you do. Okay. It's another swamp. We have also drawn horrendously. We just like hope that our opponent didn't draw anything either. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna take the Griselbrand here. I don't know. I don't even know what I would take in this situation. I guess taking the looter seems good. Yeah. I mean, I can't play the looter, right? But I guess that makes sense. Okay, so here's the Overgrown Tomb. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So almost at this attacker. I mean, we could just hope that our opponent just doesn't get there. But I guess like they have so many good things they can draw. We just need to draw land here and then we're in decent shape. Especially if we draw swamp or some sort of black mana. So there's an Angrist up making, which makes me want to play out this Pearl. And then we have an answer to just whatever big thing our opponent decides to play at one point. And then hopefully we can follow that up with our Dragonlord attacker. Opponent's just not playing anything here. I wonder what they're drawing. Okay. So let's just play out this. Has like some sort of counter spell. Mana Drain. Okay. So if they now hardcast an Emrakul, then that would be pretty insane. Our opponent's deck is just really stacked. Didn't use the mana for anything though. Ice. Okay. So we got the signet that we needed. So now I'm really just hoping that they're gonna... They're not. Okay. That's fine. Looks like they just have a bunch of like reactive spells here. Just trying to keep us off that. Casting like an Ugin. I mean, we would cast the Griselbrand here for sure, but... So here's something. Something big, it looks like. Something very big. Okay. Yep. So this has protection from instants. Yeah. That seems pretty good. So now we basically just need to... We need to kill something here with this Angress I'm making. I don't even know how we deal with this Emrakul, actually. Do we have a way of dealing with it? So let's just destroy their Soul Ring. I guess that's a way of dealing with it. They can't play it. Can't play anything. So it's currently their turn to control my turn. And they can't do anything. Just gonna tap out. That doesn't really do anything though. Flying, trample, protection from instants. So I guess the best thing we can do here is to... I guess we just have to like get this Dragonlord Attacker out. And then like block with it. Like chump block with it. And then hope to draw an island. I guess so. So we kill this, kill this. Sure, whatever. Doesn't matter. And then we have a chump blocker for the Emrakul. And then we just hope that we can draw like an island. And that they don't have some way of killing the hostage taker. All right. GG's. So it's very difficult to beat a turn 1 Sol Ring into Mana Vault. No matter how you play it. So I think we want to change our deck a little bit here. So I feel like we were a bit low on. No, we do have so many blue spells. Blue. So we don't think we want this forest. I think we just want another island. Because these top end things, we should be able to just cast them or get them out. Yeah, let's try like this. Yeah, save and continue. I mean, our opponent was basically just playing like a proper vintage deck, right? They had a really, really fucking good deck. Which is good. That's awesome. I'm glad for them. I'm still having fun, though. And I'm going to be playing this a lot over the holidays, I think. This is one of my favorite formats to play. Maybe this deck doesn't really reflect how much I like to play this, but I also don't really like... I try to sort of like go into this reanimation sort of deck, but that's not really what I enjoy playing. I just enjoy playing all the planeswalkers I could find and just get all the mana ramp, just play big spells, you know? But I want to try something a little bit different. Okay, here we have a turn 1 Jace. And then a Living Death at some point. Yeah. I think this is good enough. Turn 1 Jace seems awesome. Unless our opponent has like a Disfigure, or Fatal Push or something weird. Okay, so an Esper deck. Time Walk. Okay. So the 2 mana cantrip. I see. No third land, huh? There's an Ugin. So let's draw a card. I think since we already have this Pearl, we don't need a second Plains. And then play this Scalding Tarn. Because we want to find like a Watery Grave with this, I think. Okay, so they're going to dismember our Jace. Maybe I don't want to get the Watery Grave. No, I think I do. Yeah. Here's a Remand. So I like that. So now we can just keep like Remand and Abrade up. Yeah. So like if our opponent is trying to cast like a Signet, we can just destroy it. Or if they try and cast something to help them draw cards, we can... There's a Brain Maggot. Do we care about this? That will tell them that we have the Remand, so we might as well. Then they're going to try and play around it. Let's just Remand this. I just want to draw into some action here. There's the Underground Sea. There's a Hostage Taker. Let's play this island. So now they're going to probably play this Brain Maggot again. This time they have an option between a Braid or Hostage Taker. And if they don't take a Hostage Taker, then we can just like Brain Maggot, not exile the Brain Maggot, and then use the Brain Maggot on them. But if they take the Hostage Taker, we're just going to Braid the Brain Maggot. Maybe not yet, actually. Maybe we don't care about that too much. So I think you want to take the Hostage Taker here. And they do. Another question is, do we even care about this Brain Maggot right now? I don't think we do. I don't think we have to kill it. Let's just play this Underground Sea that they know about. Pass the turn. They're going to attack us for 1. That's fine. They drew a land, which is good for them. So now if they play out like a creature, a 3-mana creature, I'm going to Braid the Brain Maggot in response, and then whatever creature it is they play out, we're just going to take it. But they do not. They play a Compulsive Research. Okay. Yeah, Compulsive Research is not the best when you're low on lands. And we're almost up hitting this Ugin. So they have 4 mana now. Should we like Makeshift Mannequin our Jace end of turn? Yeah, I like that play. Prompt our opponent to do something about this. Okay. So here's the Liliana Death's Majesty. Which seems pretty good. So I guess we can like quite like the idea of just drawing a card here. Maybe get rid of this living. So now we have two pretty powerful planeswalkers on the battlefield. They use their Anchor's Unmaking on our Liliana. Sure, doesn't matter. We get our zombie. They cast a him. So I guess we just kill this. Do we? Yeah, might as well. Get swinging with this. Close to ultimating Jace. Okay. I think we just want to destroy this. There's a sneak attack. I don't really want to reveal that we have this sneak attack. I think I just quite like just keeping the beats going. Just keep ticking up Jace. Very close to ultimating here. So what? I think our opponent's just playing like a 3-color control deck, which I guess is alright. It's not really what I want to do when I play Vintage Cube though. But I guess if you don't draw any insane payoff cards, or if you don't draw any insane ramp cards, then you don't really have a choice. So they probably picked Time Walk, like maybe like first pick, and then like a control magic or something. Then you sort of like just reach a situation where so now we're sort of like forced to Anguished Unmaking that Scarab God, which is a little bit annoying. We definitely have to do that. Oh, I should play out the Swamp. I passed a little bit too quickly here. That Hymn to Torag was really brutal, I think. We still have some good buyback effects, right? We have an Abrade in case they play like some big artifact. Monastery Mentor. Okay. That is not what we wanted to see. Here's a Dragonlord Dramoka. So we can... So what we can do here is that we can play out this sneak attack, we can put this Dragonlord Dromoka into play, then they can't cast spells, then we can kill this with a Braid. I think that's what we need to do. So red, red, blue, black. So how do you respond to this sneak attack? So now he can't cast spells. So now we're gonna find this Braid. Then kill this. Then swing. And then unfortunately we had to sacrifice, but I feel like if we left this Monastery Mentor on the battlefield, then we would definitely just die. Treachery. Okay, so they take our Zombie token. Luckily this Jace is pretty well positioned against our little Zombie token here. So we just pass the turn, keep the swamp in our hand. I don't think there's any reason to play it out. Also we have stuff like we have like loot effects, right? So it seems like it'd be worth to have something that we could loot away. Here's a Corpse Dance. I don't think that we want a Corpse Dance anything right now. So Dromoka has 5 power, so it wouldn't even kill our opponent. This is something we can do at the end of our turn anyway, and we can buy back it, right? So we don't want to do this now, we want to do it like end of our turn. So Knight of the White Orchid, okay, that's fine. So let's cast this with buyback. That probably forces them to counter it. Okay. Here's a Grim Tutor, so now we can actually go and find Griselbrand. So I think that's probably what we want to do here. Cast this Grim Tutor. Maybe just find Inferno Titan. Oh, they conceded. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I think we wanted to find our least impactful cards. Maybe we just wanted to find like the Dragonlord Dromoka in that case. So our opponent's playing a lot of... It doesn't seem like they're playing a lot of... like this Firebolt could be pretty good. Like if they're playing a bunch of like small creatures. Pernicious Deed could be really good. Quite like the idea of playing Deed, but I feel like we don't really have the mana to do so. So Wildfire looks really good in our deck right now. So Living Death against a deck playing a lot of creatures doesn't seem that great. Then I'll probably rather have a Burst Lightning or a Firebolt. Or a Chandra. Yeah, let's play this Chandra. I like that. We could play this Nicol Bolas as well. Just try and go a bit big. No, let's just try like this. The Chandra seems really good just to beat. Like it's like a board wipe, right? So it looked like they were playing smaller creatures. like trying to get some sort of value out of the creatures. So here we again have a turn 1 Jace. We have a sneak attack. Yeah, I think this is perfect hand. We have a potential turn 3 sneak attack with a Dragonlord Dromoka that we can put into play. We have a remand. Yeah, this looks fun. Yeah, let's cast this Ruby first. So they have a Tundra open. Maybe they have like a Swords. Yeah, whatever. We just want to get this Jace online. If they have a removal spell for it, so be it. They didn't. Have good mana though. Tundra and Scrubland. That seems pretty good. Okay, so now they have a chance to either say Jace or sneak attack. I don't know what they're gonna say though. They're gonna say Jace. Okay. Fair enough. We have a few ways to deal with this Spyglass. I'm not too concerned about it actually. I think we just want to play this Cliffs out, pass the turn. So now we have like a potential counterspell. We have a removal spell. We can loot at the end of the turn with our Izzet Charm. We have a few options here. Porcelain Legionnaire. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. Here we go, look at that. If that doesn't prompt a concession, then I don't know what will. Maybe they have like an Anger's Unmaking to deal with this sneak attack. So they're going to attack us with 3. And yeah, I'll just take those 3 here. I don't see a reason to block just yet. We could draw we could get our Braid. But next turn we can get both Dragonlord Dromoka and Griselbrand out. They do have the Anger's Unmaking. Fair enough. So here's the Abrade. Do we want to do this now? Yeah, I think we will. So let's destroy that. Do you have a Spell Pierce? They do not. Okay, let's loot. They have a Dismember. I think we want to remand that. I think we want to keep this Jace around for a little while. Inferno Titan, okay. So I think we want to discard this Dromoka because that's the one we definitely can't play anytime soon. And we might have an Inferno Titan next turn, which could deal with this Legionnaire, and then if they play another creature, probably deal with that one as well. Yep. So That cost them a lot of life to try and kill my Jace. They do have open mana though for a... We can't cast this Angerstone Making either. So let's see what our opponent does here, and if they... Mesmeric Fiend, eh? I think that is enough reason to just play this Izzet Charm. We get to draw 2 and discard 2. Wildfire is not exactly where we want to be. Yeah, I guess they can pick whichever evil they want here. But definitely representing some form of counterspell here, so... I think if they take the Inferno Titan, I think that then means that they don't have a counterspell. They take the Chandra. They attack me for 3. We don't have any blockers. So here's a makeshift mannequin. Okay. So let's pass. Do I cast something here? Time Twister. That's okay with me, so let's put in this Dragonlord Dromoka. Time Twister in a control deck, huh? That's very interesting. But I'm fine with that. I get to play with my hand first. So unless you drew like a Swords to Plowshares or something here, then you're in not that great of a shape. Because you don't get to counter, you don't get to counter anything now on my turn. And I get to attack you for 5. Yeah, let's go attacking with this Dragonlord. Maybe just keep Izzet Charm and Remand open. I like that. That's a Brain Maggot. Let's force our opponent to pay 4 mana for this effect. Go for the throat on that guy. Yeah, okay. I guess we should have played out that island rather than... I mean, they could still pay for it, but... I guess that was a mistake. So now if I want to play this Dragon Lord Ataka, I need to pay 2. So now my opponent needs to find an answer for my Ataka. They might have something. Maybe like a treachery. They have a treachery. Okay. Brain Maggot, they can take out Anchor Sunmaken. They take the Anchor Sunmaken. Play something big out. Blade Splicer. Okay. So, I mean, I think we just have to play this Ugin now. And then -7 it. Wait, how big is this? -5, sorry. -5. We get the attacker back. Now our opponent needs to find an answer to both Ugin and Ataka. Compulsive research. Okay. Time Walk. Time Walk is a good start. And Selfless Spirit. Okay. At least now you get to kill the Ugin. And they concede. Okay. Well, good game to our opponent. Yeah, let's play the final round. Let's see if we can make our play points back. That would be awesome. Let's see, here we are on the draw. This hand is quite slow. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this. This hand is horrible, but if we draw a mountain, then we can start doing something. There's a mountain, so I think we're gonna go Faithless Looting, discard Griselbrand, and this Plains, and then pass the turn. Signet, okay. I think we want to braid that straight away, don't we? Let's see what our opponent does. We can either remand or braid, and yeah, I think this is better, just keeping our options open. Our opponent doesn't do anything. So I think then we just braid this. There's a Jace. I quite like me a Jace here. Get that last mana that we need. They draw 2 cards. We're gonna draw a bit more than 2 cards. Do I want to do this now? Yeah, let's just do this now. There's a temple garden. Let's just play this. That we can makeshift mannequin. Ooh, that's a pack rat. Yeah, that's fine. So let's makeshift mannequin this Griselbrand. Boom. Let's go attacking. Let's draw. It's not the most exciting. Most exciting hand. What do we want to do with this? I think we definitely want to play out this Chandra, and then just kill the pack rat, and then have a. Yeah, I don't think our opponent is in a very good shape here. They could kill the Griselbrand, I guess. The Fiend Hunter is good. Let's remand that. They don't have double white for that. Fifth is looting. Okay. And they concede. Yeah, that makes sense. That was a pretty ridiculous game. Again, it seems like this was just another one of those. I guess I want this Izzet Charm, right? It's just too good. Let's check out this Wildfire. Maybe we're not really a Wildfire deck, actually. It's just sometimes you just win the game when you play your Wildfire, you know? Especially when you're playing like these really fast, aggressive decks. Again, we don't have any red or blue sources. If this was like a blue mana, then that would be a different situation, but yeah, this is fine. We don't want that Temple Garden. Let's play this Watery Grave. They play a Signet, yeah. Let's play this Cliffs. Then we can Izzet Charm end of turn. Or if they play like a big Planeswalker, we can counter it. Do we want to do this now? I think since we actually have a land to play, I don't think we want to. Let's play our Signet. What is this? Liliana. Yeah, maybe we should have kept up our Signet then. Bazaar of Baghdad. Okay. That seems crazy. That's an attacker. We can't play this Chandra though. So let's go milling here. I guess we can just get rid of like we can get rid of like Griselbrand and Dragonlord Attacker, and then next turn we can just go like Living Death. Yeah, that seems fucking awesome. So let's kill this Liliana now before she mill any more stuff into our opponent's graveyard. Don't play like a Thoughtseize or something. Necromancy. When Necromancy enters the battlefield, from a graveyard. Oh, that's gross. That is gross. They're gonna take out Griselbrand. No. How do we deal with that? Oh, that was not very nicely done, was it, opponent? That was just straight up mean. Using my own Griselbrands against me, that's just not very nice. That is just mean. So if they don't kill our Chandra, then we have like a very small chance of... If they go straight for us, then we have a small chance of actually still winning this game, but I think if they go after the Chandra, then we're just dead. Ajani, okay. They're gonna tap that, okay. Well, no, they don't tap it, it doesn't untap. I don't know why you would do that, not mono my lands, but maybe they thought that they actually tapped it. So, yeah, they're gonna kill the Chandra. Maybe that is a good enough reason for me to play Pernicious Deed. Moat. Okay. Yeah. We would need the Anger's Unmaking that is in our graveyard. So now let's take out this Flamecaller and put in this Pernicious Deed. And then add a forest and... What do we want to take out? This Living Death was almost awesome, wasn't it? I guess the Living Death is a little bit too situational, maybe. Not the most exciting hand, but we have like an Abrade for early interaction, and we could hope to draw some sort of mill card. It's not the most exciting hand, I must agree. So there's a Sol Ring, that's perfect abrade target. So definitely think we just want to kill that thing straight away. There's a pack rat. That could get difficult to deal with. But we have this makeshift mannequin, so we just gotta go for it here, you know. Make sure that we put them in the right order. So we can go... Let's put the hostage taker in. The Griselbrand. And the attacker. Pass the turn. So we probably want to play this makeshift mannequin at the end of our turn. So do we want to cast a Dragonlord attacker, or do we want to... No, I think we still want to just play it on this Griselbrand. The big Grizzle Daddy. So they have a Griselbrand as well, huh? Demonic Tutor. Okay. Wonder what they find here. Okay, so now we can actually kill the pack rats. Sure. Play this Inferno Titan. So we're going to deal 2 and 1. That will kill them both. And pass the turn. So we're going to have to discard something here. I think we just want to discard this here. Swamp. They have a Caracas. Yep, so that sacrifices the Griselbrand. And a Necromancy. So they get their own Griselbrand. They're gonna take mine. Yeah, that is complicated. But I do have this Grim Tutor I can go and find. Oh, they take the hostage taker? That is pretty cute, actually. Yep. Yeah, I don't think you meant to do that. Yeah. All right, we got our points back. That was pretty cool. I'm gonna go and do my laundry, and then I think I wanna play another one. All right, see you guys. And if you like these videos, then please subscribe and leave a comment below. Thank you.